What is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. Today I bring you splashing with all fire spells for 10 hours. The goal is to test the XP per hour with each fire spell using 5 different accounts, and I'll be showing those soon. My main account will be using Fire Surge with Wrath runes. My 50 attack pure will be using Fire Wave with Blood runes. My backup main will be using Fire Blast with Death runes. All 3 accounts pay to play, all 3 using a smoke staff. Now these next 2 accounts are free to play because bonds are pricey after all. This is my 20 defense pure though. I'll be using Firebolt on him. Already 99 magic, but I do actually splash post 99. Still to this day I'll be using Chaos runes. And finally the last account, my 1 defense pure, I will be using Fire Strike. So I'll be using Mind runes and Air runes. Both accounts free to play, both with fire staffs. So by the end of the video we will know the XP rates for each fire spell. It is 1 click every 20 minutes. Very AFK way to train magic. I personally choose Seagulls as my location to splash, so let's go ahead and do it. We're going to bring my main account, Mr. No Sleep, as well as my 2 other accounts, the one with Fire Wave and Fire Blast, over to World 309 and go to the Port Sarum docks, and there are plenty of Seagulls in this south spawn over here. Going to go ahead and start that 10-hour timer. Obviously I could not click at the same exact time on 5 accounts, but I was pretty on point and the timing wasn't too off. So all of the accounts have started. We have 3 in pay to play and 2 in free to play. So you get a little bit of the best of both worlds, seeing the potential of splashing in free to play and the potential of splashing in pay to play. Another reason why I choose Port Sarum docks is because you can't gain magic XP from splashing anywhere in Lumbridge, and Port Sarum is not too far of a run, so it's pretty accessible. Now back in 2014 and a little bit of 2015, you used to be able to do essentially what you're seeing on screen here, but you could walk away from your computer for 6 hours and your character would remain in game just simply splashing away. Whether you were at school or whether you were at work or whether you were sleeping, you were guaranteed to wake up or return to a decent amount of magic XP depending on which spell you decided to splash with. That is, of course, unless you disconnected or the game had an update. For this specific video, this is what my main monitor did look like, 4 accounts being shown, and then on the side to my right is my second monitor with 1 other account and my timer and entertainment on the side. Well, we'll get back to the history of splashing in a little bit. 1 hour has been completed, 60k XP an hour with Fire Surge with about 1200 runes used, 51k XP an hour with Fire Wave. And moving on a tier down to my backup main, we have 41k XP an hour using Fire Blast and Death runes. Really need 99 magic on that account. And another step down, 27k XP an hour using Fire Bolt with a little bit of Chaos runes. And last but not least, my 1 defense spear with all of the Mind and Air runes with the Fire Staff, 14k XP an hour using Fire Strike. And as you can see, a rundown of all of the accounts and a notepad document as well to ensure that we have all of the XP rates written down. But overall, not too many magic levels can be gained in 10 hours, but I did manage to get 1, and this was on my secondary main. 86 magic, working my way towards 99, and just like all of my other accounts, minus my Iron Man, I will be most likely splashing all of it. Now earlier in the video I did mention that back in the old days you were able to do this for 6 hours at a time. But they did update that. Obviously, that was a little extreme. So in September of 2015, they did make a rule where after 20 minutes, your character will stop retaliating. So you are pretty much going to be getting 0 XP. However, you will stay logged in. So, I mean, there, you get a little bit of time played at least. There really isn't too much of a guide to splashing. Splashing is just the act of purposely wearing items with bonuses that total -64 magic attack bonus, and you simply bring runes depending on which spell you want to use and which NPC you want to attack, and you just turn auto cast on and auto retaliate on. Now you may be wondering, Mr. No Sleep, they nerfed this 10 years ago. Why are you even bothering doing this? Well, the thing is, I made so many accounts in the last 6 months just because I wanted to kind of enjoy the game differently and also do different styled videos. And who doesn't need 99 magic? I feel like magic is useful for any and every account in old school RuneScape. So I decided that the easiest way for me to get it that requires very little GP and just a lot of time, which, I have a lot of time on my hands. Well, the easiest and best way for me would be to splash. So let's go ahead and check out the overall results. We just finished 10 hours of splashing. It just took a day for me from 5 a.m. all the way up until 3 p.m. Overall results, splashing with Fire Surge, 606k XP gained with about 12,000 Wrath runes being used. Overall GP spent 3.2 mil. Splashing with Fire Wave, just about 511k XP gained, 12,000 blood runes used, and overall GP spent 2.4 mil. Splashing with Fire Blast, 415k XP gained, as well as 12,000 death runes being used. Overall GP spent 1.5 mil. Splashing with Fire Bolt, overall XP gained 270k, just about 12,000 chaos runes used, as well as 36,000 air runes. Overall GP spent 950k. Splashing with Fire Strike, overall XP gained 138k, just about 12,000 mind runes used, and 24,000 air runes used. Overall GP spent 144k. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the splashing part of this video. The rest of the video will be my alternate accounts and what I've been up to in game recently on them and my main account. The point of this video was really just to kind of expose a very cheap way to get magic XP in this game, and a very minimal effort way as well. I know a lot of my videos in the last few months have been showing things in RuneScape that you can do that require little effort, and I kind of relate those videos to having alternate accounts, because there are some people I know, and I feel like it's kind of a growing trend that people are making alternate accounts these days, and I just like to show people easy methods that they can do that really don't require much in order to get levels up in a very laid back way. So I hope you understand the point of this video. I hope it was informative, and if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below. There's probably more I could have touched on, but I mean, it's just splashing at the end of the day. So I will also leave in the YouTube description some good videos to relate to splashing if you are wanting to check out other relatable videos. As it goes for me though, I am doing pretty good. I did lose my Inferno cape on my main account about 4 to 5 months ago, so in this video here pretty soon, after all these levels that you're seeing on my alternate accounts are done being shown, you will see my Inferno journey once again. It was very difficult. I had to spend about 12 hours in the last 2 days trying to obtain it again, but what a great feeling to obtain that cape once again. And all of the clips that you're seeing on screen here of my other accounts is just really been such a fun experience to play RuneScape again this way. I think in life sometimes you need to switch it up, and especially pertaining to old school RuneScape, just maxing out my Iron Man and also doing so much on my main account really kind of just limited me for a while. So here you go, 80 strength with a 50 attack build and 50 HP. Really excited to use that account in the very near future, as well as the Iron Man's still getting a lot of AFK work done. 36 mil mining on him. I'm so proud of that. My main is lazy. He'll definitely do 200 mil fire making and hopefully 200 mil farming as well, obtain a few more pets. I would love to do a series on YouTube of going for 200 mil all skills one day. That is like my biggest dream, like my nerdy dream, and I would love to eventually live stream it as well. Who knows what is going to come to the channel. There are so many things to continue to explore in old school RuneScape, and with many updates to come, there's just going to be so much more to continue to check out and learn and explore and do and accomplish. Regarding the live streams on Twitch, there hasn't been any for a while now. I have just really been enjoying YouTube. YouTube has always been my first love, and it's what I always kind of come back to. It's what I always stick with, I should say. And live streaming to me, I don't know how else to explain it other than I just have to be on point with it, be very social. And I guess I've just been enjoying the silence lately, I don't want that to sound depressing or anything. Don't get me wrong, it definitely has its days where life's a little too quiet, but I always have time to think now. Sometimes I think too much, but at least I can think, So I don't know, I've just been learning a lot more about myself, and I really have been enjoying the game in different ways lately. So yeah, I hope to continue to share my progress and everything that I do accomplish on this game, whether it's on my main account, my Iron Man account, or all of my side accounts with you guys, because you make it special, and you just make this game such an incredible experience. I have a lot more that I would like to prove to you all, and a lot more that that I would like to entertain you all with. As you can see here, I am fighting for my life in the Inferno. I did manage to kill the Ranger, but I did slip up on the healers. Too much was going on. I wasn't able to redemption anymore and pray magic at the same time, so I did take the defeat. And that was after a long day of grinding. So I went to sleep and I woke up with a fresh attitude and a fresh mindset, and I wanted to do it off task because I had gone through 3,000 Slayer points, and I was also trying out the Bofa method, but I ended up getting a twisted bow and I just did it off task, which made me feel even more proud of myself. Luckily for me, I out DPS'd the Ranger as he was trying to kill my shield, and I proved to myself once again that you can accomplish very difficult things even if you do fail quite a bit while doing so. So that's awesome. What a way to end the video on a bright note, huh? Thank you so much for watching today, and a huge thank you to the YouTube channel members. A special shout out to Gentle Jester, DeceptionZ, xXzoticx, and DaeDogGaming. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. No Sleep out.